My name is Công. I'm 20 years old. I'm a student and I'm studying economy and finance.
Cool.
Yes. What's your name, please?
I'm Fraser.
Wait, how is the name?
Fraser.
F R
Yep. A. Ser.
S
Yep. R. Yep.
Yes. Fraser.
Yep.
Yes. And you?
My name is Alex.
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 Alex. Alex. What's the name?
A. L.
L
Yeah. I.
I
X. X.
X.
The crossword.
Yeah.
Yes. Where you come from?
From Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yes. What's your job?
Pardon?
What's your job?
Oh, we're both students.
Student.
Yeah.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah.
Yes. How long have you been in Hanoi?
We were here for 2 days a little while ago, and then we went to Sapa for a couple days, and then we just got back this morning at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes. How do you feel about the weather in Vietnam?
It's very hot.
Very hot, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the weather like in the country now?
Right now it's pretty hot as well. It's probably about 25 degrees, but in the winter, so in like December, January, it gets down to maybe minus 40 degrees.
Yes.
So lots of snow
25 degrees.
in the summer, and then down to minus 40
Oh, yes.
in the winter.
Yes. How many seasons in your country?
Seasons?
Yes.
There are two, winter and summer.
Two.
Four.
Four. Yes.
Sorry,
Same your
it's a
country.
joke.
Same my country.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Which season do you like best?
I like the autumn. Usually,
Autumn.
sometimes. Like the fall, yeah.
Yes. Why?
It's kind of cooler temperatures. It's not too hot and not too cold, and all the leaves turn brown and fall off,
Yes.
and it's very beautiful.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
What about you?
Summer.
Summer. Yes.
There's
Why?
lots going on.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, the city that we're from, there's always lots of festivals during the summer. So there's like a big music festival that's happening right now, actually.
Oh,
that we're
yeah.
missing.
Yes. Why did you decide to visit Vietnam?
I don't know. It seemed like a cool place to visit. We had originally wanted to do. This is a long story, but we had originally wanted to go to Russia and do the Trans-Siberian Railway, but we weren't sure if that was going to be a good idea, just because of some of the sanctions that have been going in between Canada and Russia. So we thought we might get in trouble with our passports in Russia. So we instead decided to go. So we started in Mongolia. We came from Canada to Mongolia, and then through China, and then down from China to Vietnam. So just kind of, we're doing a tour to the south, and we wanted to come to the ocean, and Vietnam sounded cool. So
Yes. What was your first impression about Vietnam?
first impressions, the architecture actually, like all of the buildings. Yeah, the architecture. It has this very sort of French. Like you can tell the French colonial legacy because they're all very tall and narrow. Which like it looks like Paris. This kind of the architecture looks a lot very French, and I remember just like I don't know, it looks cool, and it's just like I wasn't expecting it to be quite that French.
Yes. What places have you visited in Vietnam?
Just Hanoi and Sapa so far.
Sapa,
Yeah, and then we're going to Cat Ba Island later today.
Cat Ba Island too.
Yeah, go to the ocean.
Oh yes. May I ask you some questions about your hobbies?
Sure.
Yes. Do you like music?
Yeah.
Yes. And you? Oh yes. How often do you listen to music?
Daily.
Daily?
Yeah.
Yes.
At least.
At least.
Oh yes.
I mean, I don't know.
When do you usually listen to music?
Lately on long bus rides. So we've been taking long trains and long bus rides. So put my music on and hang out, have a nap, and watch the world go by.
Yes. What kind of music do you like best?
I like folk music and country and indie pop and rock and
Pop, rock,
what's that?
pop, rock.
Yeah.
Oh yes. You?
Yeah. I love that. Same.
Oh.
Yes, it's
Tough
a
to
lot
describe.
the same.
Yeah.
The same.
Do you like watching films?
Yeah.
Oh yes. What kind of film do you like?
In terms of directors, probably I don't know if you know Wes Anderson. And the Coen brothers.
Oh,
Those are probably my two favorite directors. Or I guess the Coen brothers are two directors.
favorite director.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you play sports?
Yeah.
Yes. What is your favorite sports?
Do you have a favorite sport? It's tough to choose. I like a bunch, so it's tough to choose. I like swimming, I think.
Swimming.
Yeah.
Oh yes. You
I like skiing. Skiing?
skiing?
Like downhill skiing.
Oh.
Cross country.
Oh yes. By the way, I have some interesting questions. Would you discuss them with me?
Sure.
Yes. In your opinion, how should a good neighbor be?
Neighborly? I don't know.
A good neighbor, for example, a good neighbor should be friendly, kind, cheerful,
Yeah.
and so on. You?
Yeah, those things. I read a cool quote just this morning. Actually, it was talking about how like some people compare themselves to their neighbors and see what their neighbor has and then get envious. And it was saying that you shouldn't look at what your neighbor has, or the only time you should look at what your neighbor has is to make sure that they have enough, never to make sure that you have as much. I don't know. That's not quite the same, but that was cool.
Oh yes. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Welcome to Vietnam. Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.